Hello viewers, and we are back once again playing Thaumcraft. And I've done a little bit off camera, but it's in a good way. And if you remember, last episode we ended while doing the voids, which are the sort of seven obsidian like portal holes, which are a bit like portals, but instead of going from dimensions, they go to portal to portal. And if you remember, I said that you can use different runes on the void symbol to act as sort of pathways. So, like say if you're using an iron rune, an iron rune portal can only go to other portal which has an iron rune in it. So what I've done is I removed the one that we had outside and I added a bit of a portal room. And I've developed this style which I actually quite like, where you have the nodes in the ceiling and they wirelessly send these to the different voids. And I also have supply stocking here. If you notice, there you can just about see the tube there, but I filled them all up 100% completely. And how I can do that is using the V's detector, which I made a mistake last episode, and I'll explain it later. I just want to show you this first. So, as you can see, I've got my main area set up here. I haven't got all my areas yet, because, for example, um, I can't think of a place to put this one. And also some areas aren't built yet. Just remind you of that. But over here we have got the sand quarry, which I don't think you've actually seen yet. I've never shown you it because I don't see why, and it's got quite big now. Because I'm pretty much using sand as my main source of V's, because it's just really easy to get. So it's huge. Like the zombie spawner, and if you remember back to episode 2, we uncovered it. I haven't actually done anything with it, but I want to make a spawning machine using symbols like iron symbols, a storage room which we're going to be making this episode because I need a storage room like quite fast, a fortress which is just the thing up there, sort of, you know, that sort of direction above ground. Then the farm, which is not built yet, as I said, and that will be built in a couple of episodes because I'm sort of struggling to maintain food supplies right now, just because I haven't got a farm and I don't really go around killing much animals in this series, just because I'm trying to spend most of my time doing these stuff, and then I haven't decided what to put here. And as I said a couple of minutes ago, about a minute or two ago, you can use this detector to tell you how much V's is in either the crucible, or sorry, the what do you call this again? This is, yeah, it's the crucible or the nodes. So if you look, it says 200 V's in it, which is quite nice. It's kind of like currency almost, but in V's. And it also tells you how much percent is filled. So they're all filled 100%. And a crucible can hold 500 V's, and it's also at 100% right now. So that's handy. So it means I can use these for a long time. I deliberately made them all full. And also the cool thing is these use very little. I think they use 1 to 3 V's per transport. I'm sorry if that's not right. That's just a guess. I'm estimating it at that, which is really handy because it means I can use loads of these without having to refill them constantly. And I'm going to have uh, sort of a smaller version of this system here for each one of these rooms, which is going to be like sort of a background room, so I don't run out of these accidentally. And I've also gotten to the habit of doing this where you have them in the ground, so it's really handy. You can just throw whatever in. I'm not going to throw a detector in because they're quite valuable. But what I want to do right now is show you the sand quarry. So let's go for there now. Pew. And you see how handy that was? It takes a wee second for it to refill again. As you can see, these aren't as full. Like there's no V's detected in that at all. That's about 82%. That's at 81%, so I need to refill these. That is at 77%, and again I have that system just there where I just threw it in. But I think it was quite handy. And this is my sand quarry. I told you it was pretty large now, and it's just here. It's right beside the zombie spawner, which is quite handy. The zombie spawner is just over there, and my house is just down there. But one issue I had recently, which I've just noticed, is I've started to run into land here. And what I've been doing is I've just been digging lines out of straight lines like this. And if you know the torch trick, where if you put a torch, like say there, and then you get sand, let me just pack some sand up, it'll just break instantly when it hits torch. I'm just using that trick, and I'm doing huge lines, and you just dig up to the there, and then you just dig away that block, all the sand falls down, and you get it without having to break much sand, so it's really handy. And I've just been digging in a straight line down to here to get this nice rectangle shape, because I don't like having chunks sticking out the sides because it looks unneat. But what I'm going to have to do now is start, instead of doing lines that way, start doing a line out this way, which should be fine then from now on. And I might have to move quarry after a while, because they can only last for quite a limited amount of time until you sort of run out of space. But I think this is fine, and that is pretty much it. So let's go back to home. Ow. And as you see, just really quick, simple, and easy to do. And let's see they're pretty much instantly refilled, and about, I don't know, 25 V's was taken from there. Okay, sorry, I said it was about 3 V's, turns out it's 25. It's quite a bit more than what I said it was, but still. And if you look at a sand block is worth 1 V's. So 26 sand blocks per travel is kind of a bit, I guess. Okay, it's not as cheap as I thought it was. I apologize, but it's quite, it's, I'm sorry. I thought it was cheaper than that. It's quite hard to tell sometimes, so I do apologize. Although the next part of today's episode is I've been collecting a lot of gold to get the rune symbols, and a lot of iron as well, just while I was passing. And what I've done is combine them to create loads of the orchilium, I believe it's called, or whatever, that the orcalum ore, and I've created loads of it, 28, so we can now make a full set of tools out of it and armor. And I will run some tests on it, and I have no wood at all, so let's quickly go out and get some wood. Did I say quickly twice there? Oh, whoops. Okay, I don't have the portal, or I don't have the timber or blood mold installed, because I had to mess around with the thing, and I had to uninstall the mods from it, and I quickly installed the portal mod, or not the portal. Why do I keep saying portal mod? It's because I'm talking about portals. The thumb mod. Although I forgot to install the other ones. Whoops, mistake on my part there, but hopefully you don't really care. And let's just make some sticks. And it's just made by the same as you make any sort of thing, just make it like that. So I'll just skip the making process, and I'll just show you what the mod does itself, or the tools. Okay, I didn't have quite enough, I was 4 under, but so far this is the amount of tools I've made. I've also got a shovel at the ready from a while ago, but we just need to get 4 more for the trousers, and then we'll run the tests. Okay, so I have crafted all the tools and armor for the ore, and I haven't actually tried any of the tests out yet for them, so we will test some of the stuff out right now. And it's quite hard to compare them two things, so, and also I don't really have enough stuff to compare them to. Like, I can't really compare them to diamond tools, but all I know is they have the properties of gold and iron, so I'm assuming that it mines as quick as gold but can last the length of iron. That's what I'm assuming. Those are the two things that would stick out the most to me, probably. So let's test out the shovel. We tested it out a while ago, but we'll test it out again. And yeah, I've been using an iron shovel a lot, and you do notice quite a big difference between them. So I think it is definitely faster to one of those. And also, you saw me use an iron axe a couple of minutes ago, and I think, um, yeah, I think it seems longer or quicker. Sorry, to mine wood from. So it seems cool. Let's get some stone to mine. Where's stone be? I guess the first place would probably be the cave. That would make the most sense, probably. Let's see. Let's try just mining regular stone. Wow, there's a lot of ores down here. Well, okay, yeah, that's definitely pretty fast. It's not as fast for iron, fortunately. Or, well, no, it obviously is faster than other things, but it's still quite a long time to mine iron. But it's faster than iron tools would, definitely. I don't know. Also, I haven't mined that much stuff, and it seems like they've got quite a good durability. So that's cool. One last thing I wanted to check was, can you enchant with them? Which, if you can, that'll probably make my day, because it's quite a bit easier to get than diamond, and it's almost as good as diamond, I would think. So if you got maybe things like unbreaking, I think it would work very well. And what we need is, do we have obsidian? Yes, we have 4 obsidian. That's all we need, and we also need a book, which means we need to get reeds. So I'll be back in a second once I have enough stuff to make an enchantment table. Book, 2 diamonds, and some obsidian, and we have the enchantment table. Okay, cool. Uh, let's see, where should we put this? I think we should put it in here with the rest of the stuff. Do you think? I think that would be quite cool. And where should we put it? Or it's hard. I mean, I suppose we can get it back. I'll just put it there for now. I know it's not the best place for it, but we'll do some testing. And whoa, what is? Okay. Um, the book seems to be glitching out a bit. I think it's probably the Thaumcraft mod, because I do know for a fact it's working fine on this version of Minecraft in a legit game. So I'm guessing it's the Thaumcraft mod, and I have no other mods installed apart from mod loader and Forge and stuff. So unless it's Forge or something, I'm just saying it could be Thaumcraft. You can't really test it out in any other way apart from the individual mods. So I will alert the creator of the mod about that. That's a bit of a surprise, but oh well, let's continue. Also, I do realize I didn't test out the sword for the testing. It's quite hard to test out a sword, I find, because I'm not exactly sure of sword statistics. You know, like you can sort of get used to the speed of mining stuff with certain tools. But let's see if you can enchant them. Yes, you can. That's handy. Um, that's very handy. That's very handy. I'm just gonna maybe do a level 1 enchantment on all of them because I can, and I think like I might as well just do a level 1 enchantment on all of them. Well, what did I get there? Fire aspect and sharpness. They're actually 2 really good ones. And level 1 efficiency. Yeah, so I got efficiency in most of those, as you would expect. Also, I didn't really test out this stuff. I'm not really sure how you could test out armor either. I assume you can also enchant the armor. Just quickly check. I know I don't have enough stuff to. Yep. Although since that is available, I think it's probably not a bad idea to start making an XP farm, so when we do a farming episode, that would not be a bad idea. So we will now get on to making the storage room. Okay, so before I decided to start doing this, I just wanted to check how long the episode was going time-wise, and I think we're about 15 minutes in, give or take a couple of seconds, and that's getting quite long because I try to aim these for about 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just run through the entire storeroom in like a speed build thing, but it's gonna have music and stuff playing in the background. It's not gonna be as boring as episode 6 Fortress speed build. I just want to say quickly before it, we're not too far away from the base. We're in the same cave system. It's just a bit further down, and I can walk there. I don't need to have the portal, but I quite like to have the ability to have the portal. That's one reason why I wanted to have it kind of far away. So it seems like we have a bit of use for the portals, even though realistically I don't need to use it that much. But however, I will be neatening sort of the walkway up. I want to sort of have in a couple of episodes time, I want to neaten the entire base up. But let's just speed build through this now. so I think that's all I can do today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it off camera, and then next episode I'll show you where I left off. I'll also, just before I leave, I just want to tell you guys that next episode is episode 10. This is episode 9, if you didn't realize before. And what that means is next episode it's going to be world download. So I'm going to try and neaten the place up next episode, just so it's nice and neat for you guys. World download. Also, that's another reason why I wanted to get the void stuff done before next episode, just so that I could get all this done. But anyways, I'll explain to you about world download stuff next episode. But until then, see ya.